This video is going to contain spoilers. If you haven't read chapter 138, then don't. Trust me, just stop at 137, you'll be much happier. And it'll save you from a very expensive therapy bill. For those of you who have already been destroyed by this chapter, welcome to the support group. Please continue through the video and enjoy my suffering. Isayama sure does. Hey you, Isayama, my guy, my dude. Listen, now listen. We gotta talk, man. We gotta talk. This chapter 138, it's not okay, man. I'm not okay. I thought you said you didn't want to traumatize your audience, 'cause it kind of feels like you do. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do any of this?
Why would you do any of that?
It hurts, man. It fucking hurts. Like, I'm literally broken right now. You broke me. You broke everyone. We're dead. You have thoroughly destroyed your audience. Okay, I'm done being melodramatic. Let's get serious and talk about this chapter like the civilized masochists we are. So just so you guys know, I'm going to be splitting this video up into 4 parts because I predict it's going to be kind of long. I have a lot of things I want to talk about. So in this first video, we're going to be talking a little bit about the previous chapter and just generally what happened in this chapter and all the twisty turny stuff that, you know, is going on. In the next one's going to be really interesting. We're going to be talking about the time loop theory a little bit, which I'm sure everybody is talking about right now, but we're also going to be talking about, mostly going to be talking about the multiverse theory, which I think is my theory. Not sure. It's been a while, but it's the one that I think I came up with, and I prefer over the time loop one, definitely. So that's going to be super interesting. You don't want to miss that one. In the third video, we're going to talk about Mikasa. There's going to be a whole video on Mikasa, so you don't want to miss that. That's going to be pretty interesting. And then the last video, we're just going to talk about who's going to die. Like, who's going to die, who's going to survive, what I think is going to happen in the last chapter. So make sure you come back for those. But right now, let's get started on this video. So before we get to talking about this chapter, let's talk a little bit about the previous chapter, because I said in a community post that I was going to make a video on what happened in that chapter and why I felt it was thematically a good way to end the conflict. I started working on the script, and as I got further and further into it, a dark reality started setting in. And that is, as the saying goes, this is Attack on Titan. Things are not going to end this way. Like, this was too good. This was too positive. This was too... like, things were gonna be okay. Sort of. Not really. But, I mean, it would be a bittersweet, but, you know, tragic ending. But, you know, it's something we can live with. No. Isayama does not work that way. Now, for those of you who are curious, what I was going to say about the previous chapter was basically this. That considering that the story of Attack on Titan has very heavy themes of racism and stuff like that, it makes sense that the thing that ends up counteracting this act of anger and hatred and violence is the power of human connection. Because that's the most powerful weapon against racism and bigotry in real life. Our relationships with each other, and the connections we have with each other, especially with people who are different from us. So it makes perfect sense to me that this ended up being what stopped Eren. Even though some people might think it's cheesy, the characters caring for one another, enough to fight back and overcome Ymir's influence, to me it's very symbolic and it worked very well. And had it been any other story, would have been a perfectly fine ending. But one thing I've realized about Isayama, perhaps a little too late. He doesn't want us to have a bittersweet, tragic, yet semi-happy ending. He doesn't want us to have hope or comfort or joy, and if he does give us a moment of it, he mercilessly crushes it a second later. That has been the pattern all throughout the story. Even the moments of triumph that our characters have had, looking back, are marred in sorrow. The stealing of the wall, the success of the coup, the unveiling of the basement, it all just feels like a series of tragedies with moments of hope sprinkled in. And ironically, or maybe unironically in some strange way, it all feels like it was kind of done for nothing. Like, am I the only person that kind of feels that way? Like, right now? Like, which I guess is the danger of, like, killing off all your characters. But anyway, the irony is that this is exactly what our characters have been fighting against throughout the whole story, for their sacrifice is not to be in vain. And yet it seems, at least to me, as things have turned out, the more they tried to fight for meaning and purpose, the more loss they experienced. Like, I know there's still a little more left, but so far, with what we have, it feels like such a tragic and depressing ending. I knew the ending would be bad, I knew it would hit hard, and be pretty depressing. I knew we'd have a lot to deal with, a lot of tragedy, but I didn't think it would be this bad. No, I didn't. I probably should have, but I didn't. Isayama said he had originally planned to kill everyone, but changed his mind because he didn't want to traumatize his audience. But then he later said he was reconsidering going back to his original ending, which I have to assume that is what is happening. As far as I know, it wasn't really confirmed, but, you know, if this isn't it, then I don't know how much worse it could get. Like, at this point, literally everyone, except Levi, Armin, Mikasa, Reiner, he'll never die, Annie, Peek, and Falco, all dead. All the supporting characters we've been following and their families, they're gone. Jean, Connie, Gabby, well, nobody cares about Gabby, but Jean, Connie, they're Titans now. Reiner's mom, Annie's dad, Peek's parents, Gabby's parents, I guess. Aaron is dead. That's hard for me to wrap my mind around, you know? But yeah, the main character of this story is fucking dead. He's dead. My brain doesn't fully process that, but it's true. I'm sure all those people who are whining about the last one are pretty happy now. Jesus. And like, Aaron may be dead, but that worm thing is still alive. And it's apparently definitely got a mind of its own. Like, I was kind of speculating about that in my last video, but yeah. It definitely, like, has a will of its own, and it, like, literally hates us. And everything good in this world. It's just evil. It's an evil worm monster. Who knows who else is gonna die in the last chapter? I mean, and Annie? She didn't even get to properly reunite with her father. This moment that's been teased throughout the whole story was ripped away from both her and us, the audience. She didn't even get to speak to him or embrace him before it was over. They just saw each other and poof. He's a Titan now. Now, I'm not a big fan of Annie's dad. Honestly, I think he's kind of a prick, but still. We've been building up to this for so long. It's all Annie could ever think about or talk about. That's all she cared about. So, like, I feel really bad, just, like, for her. Because that sucks. This thing she's been looking forward to all this time was right there. Right there. And Isayama's like, nope. You get nothing. Now, this chapter was nothing short of gut-wrenching. Only a handful of people are still alive, and presuming they don't die too, which they probably will, most of them anyway, what are their lives gonna be like after all this is over? Like, we will talk more about that in the fourth video of this series, but this is just so overwhelmingly devastating. And I feel like that's exactly how Isayama wants us to feel. A sense of sheer devastation and regret. Like, Isayama has this talent of bringing out the most agonizing human emotions in people with his story. Like, it's incredible. And in a way, we must all love to be emotionally tortured because we are reading this stuff. So, but I feel like That's the feeling he's been going for all throughout the story. Even now, well, before they became Titans anyway, Connie was questioning whether they'd really done the right thing. Like, they're not even sure if this was the right thing to do. The story is making us question whether all of this was even necessary, if they should have done that. I mean, I think we can all agree that the rumbling had to be stopped. You can't just kill everybody in the world, Aaron.
Got that? You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
But, like, they're dead now. Like, did it really help anything? I mean, did it save anyone? I don't think we really know yet. It's not really clear. Like, obviously all those people on the hill are Titans now. They're all gone. Those last survivors there. We don't know if there's anybody left in the world. I think there is. I hope there is. I mean, aside from on Paradis. But, like, was it all in vain? I don't know. And Mikasa, poor Mikasa, has to live with the idea, if we believe this vision that she had in the middle of all this, that if she had just told Eren how she really felt, none of this might have had to happen. Like, the pain. The pain. And I'm actually gonna say that for the next video. I'm sorry. I know. It feels like we're just kind of getting started, getting into the good stuff, but I just want to give you guys my first impressions of this chapter. Despite everything I said in the beginning of this video, I'm kind of glad it didn't end the way it did in last chapter. It definitely would have felt really kind of inconsistent with Attack on Titan and how things usually go in the story and its general tone. I mean, I'm glad, but I'm not. I got mixed feelings. I don't know. This manga's rough. So, make sure you come back for the next video. We're going to talk about that vision that she had, what it is, what it means, what the heck's going on here. Now, obviously, there's a lot of parallels to the beginning of the manga. We're going to talk about that. It's going to be good. It's going to be crazy. So make sure you come back for that, guys. I've just got a lot to say. I don't want to stretch this out too long because it'll take forever for me to post it and get it out there. And I won't end up getting it out until like 2 days after the next chapter comes out. It would be utterly pointless. I have a bad habit of doing that. But anyway, trying to get things out a little quicker. So anyway, like I said, there's going to be 4 parts to this. Come back for part 2. We're going to talk about how I think Attack on Titan is taking place in a multiverse sort of reality and how I think that all works. If you don't want to miss it, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Hopefully it will decide to do what it's supposed to do and let you know when that video is out. If it doesn't, be sure to check back here Tuesday at 5 p.m. That's when I'm planning on posting it, so you kind of know when to look for it. On a somewhat unrelated note, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing with the channel after Attack on Titan is over, so bear with me. I'm kind of in a transitional period, I guess you could say. Kind of playing it by ear for now. Like I said, I've been thinking about doing gaming content. Check out my gaming channel, trying something new. I did a poll, and most of you guys said you'd rather have me post content here, no matter what kind of content it is, so I might just end up doing that, but I'm trying out this gaming exclusive channel to kind of see how it works out. Just like a fun little experiment I'm doing, not really expecting too much. So far I've got 2 subscribers and a handful of views, so yeah, it's there. But anyway, I just want to kind of see what happens if I try this. I've got 4 videos up so far. I was posting a new one every Monday, now I'm going to post one every other Monday. Right now I'm playing the Attack on Titan games. They are not edited, at least not very much. I do plan on posting the edited versions of the gameplay on this main channel, but if the gaming channel doesn't really pick up or start growing by the time the manga is over, I think I might go ahead and delete it and just post everything here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe someday, if I hopefully have more subscribers in the future, it will make more sense to have a separate channel for different content, because I feel like people tend to sub to channels for a certain type of content, and having a variety of content. The algorithm doesn't really like that, but you know, we'll see. It just, with my low subscriber count, it doesn't really make sense. to have a second channel because it's, you know, well, you know, we'll see. I really shouldn't worry about the algorithm. I'm just having fun here. So anyway, but for this month, at least I'm going to be focusing on these videos. I'm gonna put all the other content aside for now. I'm just gonna focus on the Attack on Titan stuff, and then I'll kind of figure out where I'm going after that. And after the last chapter, probably gonna have a lot of discussions after the final chapter, because I have a feeling Attack on Titan's not gonna explain everything to us, of course, but that's okay. All the best stories do that. We need to have a little bit of mystery left, so we'll do that. I've been thinking about doing maybe some kind of Q&A after the last chapter, so you guys can like ask me questions about what I think about different things, since I haven't really been making videos for a while until now, so might do something like that. If the final chapter doesn't like answer those questions for us, obviously, but I might just like give my thoughts about it anyway. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I definitely want to get these next 4 discussion videos out for you guys. It's been a while, you know, and since we're on the final stretch, I feel like you guys deserve to have a bunch of Attack on Titan manga related videos from me before this is all over. Kind of try to make up for my absences over the past few months, which again I apologize for not being consistent and disappearing all the time. I'm trying, but you know, life happens. COVID, you know, fucking COVID. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Go check out that gaming channel if you want to. Subscribe to it if you like what's there. Subscribe here if you haven't already. Leave a comment, leave a like, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Hey, you there. Kick it. Kick the baby. Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby. Oh, that's great. Oh, wants me to do a throw attack. Okay. Smash him. Kill him. That was great. I smashed him to the ground, then he jumped up, and then I punched him. That was epic. Where's some more Titans? I wish this part were longer. Like, it's just this part, and then it's over. At least you can replay it, I guess. L and A. L what? Oh, like that. Okay. Oh, I hate buildings. I want to be up the buildings too. Buildings are dumb. I'll kill everybody's home. Wants me to evade still. Why? I'm evading. I'm evading. Oh. There we go. Boing. 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 Wow, I can jump far. I'm gonna jump on all these houses. This is great. This is the best part of this game. Like, literally. This is amazing right now. I'm a Titan. I'm a Titan! And you're dead. Kick the baby! Oh. I missed. Kick the baby! No. No. Quit jumping. Okay. Kick the baby! I'm a mean mother trucker. Use X to the air for a jumping attack. Okay. Ha! I missed. I jumped too far. Just kick it. Kick it. Just kick it. Kick them both. There we go. Excellent. There we go. Rawr! Can we just get a whole game that's just this? It's just Aaron beating up Titans? Like, can we do that? Like, this is worthy of a full title. I'm telling you right now. I would play that game so hard. Wow, what's happening? Okay, all you guys are dead. Get out of my way. Kick it! You are a football.